Hello everyone, Kazimbe Abena here of Divine Resonance LLC, and this is the weekly Root Chakra Meditation. I will probably be switching this up sometime soon in terms of moving on from the root chakra, but I think it's still important to do some work here given what's been going on in the world, and the fact that the root chakra is just a very, very important chakra. It's one of the master chakras. So just quickly, I am a holistic practitioner. I've been doing this nearly 10 years in terms of energy medicine. Energy medicine is my specialty, particularly clearing people and also heart-centered work. So those things are my specialty. I've really kind of been in class practicing one form or another really for about that long as well. I've been taking maybe a month or two here and there due to work, but I pretty much been in class the entire time, and I'm in class now. So, I think that being a student and learning, if you're going to do this sort of work, is imperative. Just a couple things before I get started. Again, this is just 30 minutes. I want to keep it short for two reasons. Number one, I know that people are busy. And the other thing is that I want to show you that you don't have to do a long, drawn-out meditation for it to be effective. But what is important is consistency. Consistency in terms of daily consistency. So, in other words, if you did something for 2 hours one day and you skipped, 1 or 2 days, you did something for another 2 hours the next day, and then you skipped another 2 or 3 days, you did something for 2 hours again. It's not as effective as doing something for 10 to 15 minutes every day. That builds cumulatively, and your body gets used to and gets primed to being in that space, that meditative space, every single day. Again, it doesn't have to be long and drawn out. It doesn't have to be, a supercharged meditation, meaning that if you don't feel it, doesn't mean that nothing's happening. But it is cumulative, and the more that you can do it, the more often you can do it, the better. So that's why I hold this to 30 minutes. I initially started talking about what I do in regard to healing work because I just want to say a couple things about looking for a healer. I have, various people come to me and they're looking for healing work. And I think there are a couple things to look for in a healer. Number one, again, are they studying their craft? Two, are they working on themselves? And that's actually, let me switch it around. Number one, are they working on themselves? Are they getting the healing that they need? And let me go into this for a moment. Having power is fine. You need power to live. You need power to propel yourself through your day, through your life, to enact your destiny, to actualize your destiny. You need power. However, the way that power meets the world and other people depends on your character. Character is huge. It doesn't mean that you don't make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. And the first person that tells me that they don't make mistakes, that is a huge red flag for me, because that's telling me that you're in serious denial and that you have a lot to ask for forgiveness for that you have yet to even realize. So it's not about whether we make mistakes, it's about how we bounce back from those mistakes. Do we own them? Do we apologize? Do we try to be better as a result of them? Those types of things. So those are the things you want to look for in a healer. Does that person have some sort of regimen that they can clear up negative energies in, through, and around them? Who does that person hang out with? How long has that person been studying? What is that person's philosophy on healing? What is that person's specialty? Can you see anything in that person, in the way that they live, that you would want to emulate? So those are really, really important questions, and as we are entering a time where healing, holistic healing, energy healing is becoming more and more and more important for various reasons. It's non-invasive. It addresses the energetic body, which Western medicine does not. And the more research we do, we see that the energetic body is where things are born or origined or birthed. And if you're looking for permanent change, you're looking at addressing largely the energetic body in most cases. Not in all cases, but in most cases. So it really is important to have some sort of assessment, be able to assess who's the right healer for you and who is a good healer, you know. I think as more and more people get into this business, you want to make sure that the healer that you're going to is in it for the right reason. A lot of people are in it for power, unfortunately, and that's no different than any other discipline, you know. You have good business people, you have bad business people. You have good attorneys, you have bad attorneys, you know. So unfortunately, the areas of spirituality and healing and energetic healing are no different in terms of being tainted by a few bad apples in the bunch. It's no different than anything else, because at the end of the day, those disciplines are filled with human beings. And human beings, we make mistakes. So, but again, it's about how we come back from those mistakes. And it's about what is our integrity? What are we ultimately trying to do? Are we ultimately trying to help ourselves and help those around us? Or are we just thirsting for power? So are we talking about other people so that we can look good and gain more favor in people's eyes? Are we always in the middle of issues to try and create enemies and create havoc and create chaos? Or are we looking to really solve problems and create peace and healing, you know? So this also doesn't mean that sometimes there is a time to fight. You know, there's absolutely a time to fight. You know, I think that as Black people, we have been duped into believing that, you know, we should always turn the other cheek, and I do not agree with that at all. That is not the case. Of course, you do have to be certain when you want to fight back that you're doing it from a just position, that you're coming at it from a place of integrity and to protect your own. So it's not so much the hate that you have for someone else, it's the love that you have for you and yours and your community and yourself and your family and your friends that propels you to actually fight and protect yours. And as human beings, we always reserve the space to be able to fight by any means necessary to protect ourselves. Always. And with that, let me, because we're going to be talking about the root chakra, we're working on the root chakra tonight, let me go ahead and speak quickly or briefly about anger. So the root chakra deals with anger. It holds anger, it holds grief, it holds fear, and it holds guilt. Anger, however, is useful. Anger is useful as long as it promotes a positive action. Okay? There's a phrase that says, depression is anger turned inward. So what anger can do, if it is not released positively, is if we hold on to it and we don't express ourselves, we don't speak up for ourselves, it can turn on us. And then we begin to mentally condemn ourselves because we didn't respond the way we felt that we should have. We didn't protect ourselves. We didn't stand up for ourselves the way that we should have. Now we start to get angry at ourselves. And that becomes a vicious cycle. And that anger then turns into a depressive sort of state where we then become guilty. We feel guilty and shameful for not expressing ourselves. So it becomes a vicious cycle. Positive expression of anger is, hey, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to look for a way out because I'm just done with this. I don't want this anymore. Let me look for a way out. Now, here's the catch. Notice what I said. Let me look for a way out of this current circumstance. Let me figure out a way. In other words, use reasoning and logic to get out of the current circumstances that I'm in that are making me angry. Okay? As opposed to a spontaneous emotional response and a reaction. Now, when you react in that way without thinking logically, then what that means is that someone can push your buttons and you're now controllable, okay? And that's why I wanted to do this root chakra exercise right now, is that a lot of us are angry, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. 400 years, rightfully so. So understand, I'm not speaking against anger, but I am speaking about balance. I am speaking about balance. There is a way to use anger that can benefit you, and there is a way to use anger that can destroy you. So let's use anger in a way that benefits us, that's balanced, and that makes sense. And that anger can be focused to promote change and transformation. All right? So I'm going to take us through a probably 15-minute or so meditation tonight. And you're free to do this, play this video as many times as you need. Hopefully you can do it every day. But what we're going to do is we're going to, again, focus on the root chakra, and then I want you to choose a positive circumstance that brings you happiness. So there is a concept that I learned from my health coaching training called the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And it's called crowding out. So with crowding out, what you do is, if you're instructing someone in terms of what to eat and their food choices, you don't focus on them taking out the negative. You focus on them adding the positive. And our minds kind of work like that. You know, you can say, okay, I don't want to be angry. Please, please, please take the anger away from me. All right? Okay, so the anger is taken away from you. Well, even if that's done, what replaces it then? So it's a void. What replaces that place of anger? So that's number one. Number two, the more you say anger, 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 your mind is only hearing anger. That's all it's hearing. So crowding out means, in that sense, means, all right, let's not focus on anger so much. Let's focus on what we want, the end result, which is happiness. Because we know that not being angry is not enough. It's not enough. Happiness is what we really want. Let's focus on happiness. So today, what I want you to do, and you can start to do this now, is just focus on a scenario, whether it is your life, your living situation, your work situation, your money situation, that will bring you happiness. Your social situation, just focus on one. We want to make this simple as we can, because you're going to hold this thought. You're going to hold this thought throughout this meditation. So I want it to be a simple concept of focus on something that makes you happy. Focus on something that makes you happy. All right? I'm going to take us through this. So if you can, and you agree to participate in this meditation, this guided meditation, have a seat or lie down in a place that is peaceful and calm. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out. Diaphragmatic breathing, meaning let your belly expand as you breathe in. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose again. Out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. All right, we want to do diaphragmatic breathing because that actually stimulates our rest and digest responses in the body, as opposed to upper and chest breathing, which is fight or flight, okay? We're not fighting right now. We need to relax. You fight too often, your body will eventually burn out and it will break. Periods of rest are very important. So rest, relax and digest. Rest, continue to breathe. eyes closed, peaceful surroundings. Relax. Feel every muscle in your body relax, from your head, top of your head, to your face, your ears, your nose, your eyes, your jaw. Many of us hold a lot of tension in our jaws. Just let your jaw just let it relax. Let it relax. Your neck, your shoulders. Let your shoulders relax. Your chest, your arms, your forearms, your ribs, your stomach, your back, upper back, lower back, middle back. Your buttocks, your groin area, your hips, your thighs, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Feel every muscle, every bone just release and relax in your body. Holding stress nowhere. Very good. Continue to breathe. Now I'm going to call in solfeggio frequency 396, which corresponds to the root chakra. This is not tied to a religion. Everything carries a frequency. Our bodies carry a frequency. Everything carries a frequency. Your cell phone is a frequency. Radios are frequencies. Everything is a frequency. Your computer has a frequency it runs off of. So I am just going to call in solfeggio 396 frequency, activate for everyone watching this video, for everyone that agrees to receive this frequency to heal and balance their root chakra. Please do this now. Solfeggio frequency 396, activate for me as well. Continue to breathe. Continue to breathe. All right. The root chakra is located at the perineum, which is between your anus and your genitals, and it points straight down to the earth, and it is red. So see it as red, and see it as being anchored to the core of the earth. Envision a red beam of light shooting out from your root chakra down to the core of the earth, anchoring you at the core of the earth. Every time you breathe in, you're drawing that red energy up to your root chakra, and you see a root chakra light up. Then as you breathe out, you are breathing out the rest of that glorious red root chakra energy to the rest of your body as it expands and goes to all of your appendages, your arms, your legs, your chest, your fingers, your hands, your toes, your ankles, your calves, your head, your neck, your back, your stomach, your chest, everywhere. So as you're breathing in, see your root chakra. As you breathe out, disperse that red energy throughout the rest of your body and every cell of your body. Continue to do that. Breathe in. Still breathing in diaphragmatically, and breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. At this point, you can breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose or your mouth. It's up to you. What's more important here is the intention. Keep the intention of drawing in that red energy from the core of the earth to your root chakra. Seeing your root chakra light up. And then seeing that red root chakra energy being dispersed throughout the rest of the body. Now, that thing, that circumstance that makes you happy, that puts a smile on your face, whether it's a living situation, whether it is a social situation, whether it is a monetary or career situation, whether it is a hobby, whatever it may be that you really want now in your life to make you happy, envision that. Envision that and continue to breathe and envision that. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep envisioning this happiness for you. So Facial 396 activate for everyone who agrees to receive this energy at this moment to dissolve fear, grief, guilt, and anger within their body and turn them all into joy and happiness. Hold in your mind that which makes you happy. Now feel the happiness in your gut. Feel it. This is what propels the intention. It is emotion. It is feeling. So we've thought about it. We've envisioned the red and the root chakra. Now we're feeling it in our guts and our heart. We're feeling it now. See that thing. See that circumstance. See what it is. Now go through the 5 senses with it. What sounds do you hear in regard to your circumstance? What colors do you see in regard to your circumstance? Are you inside or outside? Who's around you? See them. If it's a conversation, what sort of conversation is taking place? Are there any smells, any scents, flowers, food, candy, cologne, perfume, fragrances? Is it the smell of the outdoors? Is it the smell of a fresh pond or lake, or rain, or the sea, or the beach? Touch. What are you feeling? Do you feel the wind against you? Do you feel someone's embrace? Are you holding someone's hand? Is someone holding you? How does your skin feel against your clothing? What type of clothing are you wearing? Is it cotton? Is it linen? Is it polyester? Continue to breathe. Get deeper into this vision, because we're going to send out the signal to the universe, and then we're going to draw it back in so it comes back to us. And breathe. Every time you breathe in, drawing the red energy up from the core of the earth, imagine that invigorating and energizing your vision. As you breathe out, the red and the rest of your vision is really filling up, spreading to the rest of your being, all the cells of your body, so that you feel yourself in that situation, in that happiness, in the moment now. There's a philosophy that says that one of the ways to make things happen is to feel as if you already have that thing that you want before it happens. So I'm asking you to feel it now. I'm asking you to feel the joy and the happiness now. And that is your power to bring it to you. Feel it now. Feel it now. Keep the eyes closed. Keep the body working. All right. Now, we're going to bring our pinky and thumbs together. And we're going to chant 7 times, focusing in your mind on your root chakra. The chant is LAM, L-A-M, as in man, L-A-M, LAM, 7 times. And here we go. Focusing on the red in your root chakra. LAM, 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 LAM. Now we're going to send the signal out. We've powered up the root chakra. We've imbued it with the mantra. We've imbued it with our vision. We've imbued it with our vision of happiness as well. And we've also energized it with our feeling of happiness. So take that vision and see the root chakra, the red root chakra. See it encompass your entire being now. See the sphere swell until it encompasses your entire being. Good. Now see it swell up and encompass the house or the apartment complex that you're in. See that now. Red sphere. Now, see it swell up and encompass the entire city that you're in. A giant red sphere, root chakra energy, encompassing the entire city that you're in, stemming from you. Now let it swell up to encompass the entire state that you're in. Now the entire nation, the red sphere coming from you, encompasses the entire nation. Now it swells up to encompass the entire earth. red energy coming from you now encompasses the entire earth. Now, let it swell up and encompass the entire Milky Way galaxy. A giant, giant, giant red sphere of root chakra energy. And again, for the last time, let's strongly envision that which brings us happiness. That decision you made in terms of what you wanted, envision it again now. Feel it. If you feel so inclined, let a smile come upon your face. If you feel like giggling with joy and laughter, allow that to happen too. It's the feeling that is also going to propel this meditation. All right. Now we're going to draw, we've sent the signal out to the galaxy. Now we're going to draw it back into ourselves. So from the Milky Way, draw it back down to encompassing the red energy, the ball, large sphere of red energy. Now draw it back into the earth. So it just surrounds the earth. Now, around the United States, you're drawing this energy back to you. Now, down to the state that you're in, drawing it to you. Now the sphere is even smaller. It's the size of the state, around the state that you're in. Now reduce that sphere even more to encompass the city that you're in. Very good. And reduce it more to now encompass the home or apartment complex that you're in. And now, reduce it so that sphere is just around you. And lastly, draw it in, all of that power, draw it in to your root chakra. See your root chakra pulsating with red root chakra energy and your happiness. All right, excellent. Breathe and stay in that space. Breathe and stay in that space. Very good. All right. On your own, gently move your fingers, your toes, your arms, your legs. Just gently, slowly wake up easily. Come back into this space. Back into your room, your home. Slowly open your eyes. Hold that space of joy and happiness as long as you can. If it goes away, if it's away already, that's fine. We've done the work. We've done the guided meditation. All right. All right. Congratulations. Feel free to do this throughout the week as many days as you like. Every day is great. Again, repetition and consistency is the most powerful. We'll probably work on this again next time. This Root Chakra Meditation. But keep in your mind, not that you want to get rid of anger, but that you want to embrace more joy and happiness. In that way, anger has no place. It has no room. It has no room. Okay. In terms of being imbalanced. All right. Peace and blessings to you. And we'll see you. Maybe not next Sunday. I think I've got to we're going to go on the next Sunday is Father's Day. So I will be occupied on that Sunday, actually doing another spiritual retreat, but the Sunday after. Keep your eye on the posts of Divine Residence LLC, and you'll see when I post when we're going to do this again. But congratulations and stay in the moment. Have a productive and blessed week. Peace and blessings to you.